Bhagavad Gita 10.3 Yo mamajamanadim cha vetti lokamaheshwaram asamudha samarteshu sarvapapai pramuchyate. Yo mam ajamanadim cha. Krishna is now continuing to describe his supreme position as a stepping stone towards inspiring focused single-minded devotion towards him. And he says that Yo Mam Ajam Anadim Cha, those who understand me to be Aja and Anadi, to be unborn and impaired, and having no beginning, beginningless. And further, Vetti Loka Maheshwaram, those who understand me to be the Lord of all lokas, the supreme being, the master of all beings and the master of all places. Loka can mean people, Loka can mean places. So, asammudha, such a person is free from delusion. Such a person is the opposite of mudha. Asammudha samartyeshu. Such a person among the martyeshu, among those who are mortal, among those who are destined to die, sarvapapai pramuchyate, such a person will attain liberation. Such a person will become liberated from all sins. Sarvapapai pramuchyate. So one of the concerns of Arjuna when he was expressing his reluctance to fight the war was in 1.36 Papam eva shreya dasman hatvaita natataina. So he says that we will get papa if we attack and kill these aggressors because they are our relatives. But Krishna counters such concerns here by saying he has countered it several times earlier, but it is at different levels that the countering has been done. Where, for example, in the 3rd chapter, when he says that actually, the 2nd chapter itself, he says that if one does not do one's dharma, that is one when so dharma marhasi. So if one takes up one dharma, then there is no doubt about what one should do. One should fight. And Ratah Swadharmam Kirtim cha hitva papam avapsisi. So Krishna told Arjuna that you will get papa not by not doing your duty, not by doing your duty, but by not doing your duty. But here, Krishna takes that same discussion at a higher level, and he says that he presents a counter to the concern about papa through a reflection on the potency of devotion. So he says, Sarva papai pramuchyate. One will become freed from all sins if one stays devoted to him. And for that devotion, one needs to understand his position. So Krishna has talked similarly earlier in 4.9 when he stated that Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vetti tatvatah tyaktva deham punarjanma naiti mameti so Arjuna. So he stated there that those who become devoted, those who understand the transcendental nature of his activities and pastimes, they, in truth, those who understand like that, they will not take birth in this world. They will attain his abode. Here the promise that Krishna is making is not exactly that they will attain his abode. He is saying that they will sarva papai pramuchyate. They will become free from all sins. So there is a progression in the promise from 10.3 to 10.7, and we will discuss when we come to 10.7 what is the second half. So liberation from material existence, or not before liberation from sins, is not the primary purpose of devotion, and it is not the perfection of spiritual life either. Yes, liberation from sins is important for minimization of suffering But that is not normally the purpose for which people practice spiritual life. Spiritual life is practiced for at least in the Vaishnava understanding, for becoming attracted to the Lord. So it's interesting, Krishna is not talking about attraction to him over here. He will talk about that also, no doubt. So Krishna is not here talked here about his actions, his pastimes, his leelas, his love for his devotees. He's just talking primarily about his position here. So Yomam Ajam Anadija. Those who understand his position to be that he is unborn and he is beginningless. Actually, we may say that, but doesn't that apply also to the soul? The soul is also Aja and also Anadi. Isn't it? Ajo Nityah Shashvato Yam Purano. Krishna talks about in 2.20. Is the soul Anadi? Actually, we could say the soul is Anadi in the sense that the soul is also the eternal. In a sense of ontological dependence, the soul is sometimes said to come from Krishna, or living beings are said to come from Krishna, but that is not in terms of chronological precedence. It is in the sense of ontological dependence. So Aja and Anadi, these two characteristics can apply even to Krishna, even to the souls. But the next characteristic that is described, Lokamaheshwaram, that cannot apply to the living beings. Now it is only Krishna who is a Lokamaheshwaram. The living beings they may temporarily have some position of great influence in this world, either on Martyaloka or even in Swargaloka or even in Satyaloka, in Brahmaloka, but still they are not Lokamaheshwaram. It is Krishna alone who is that, who has that position. So Krishna has talked about this particular position of his first time in 5.29 when he says Bhoktaram Yagitapasam Sarvalokamaheshwaram Surudam Sarvabhutanam Yatva Mam Shanti Mrichyati. So there he stated that Sarvalokamaheshwaram, those who understand him to be the master, the proprietor, the lord of all the lokas and all the people, they can gyatva mam shanti mrichyati. Those who understand him like this, they can attain peace. So here Krishna is saying that same point of Lokamaheshwaram. He is the lord of all places, of all people and all places. Of course, this theme has been talked about earlier in the Bhagavad Gita. For example, when Krishna talks about himself in 9.11, at that time says Mama Bhuta Maheshwaram. So the word Maheshwara has been used there in connection with Bhuta. Now Bhuta can mean living beings, Bhuta can also mean existence. So he is the Maheshwara, the Supreme Lord, Supreme Controller of all lokas and all people. So Bhuta Maheshwara and Loka Maheshwara are in that sense quite similar. And further, Krishna has talked about it in his being the supreme, ahami sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. That is not specifically about lokas, but about all the yajnas which are offered to different devatas and different lokas. Krishna said over there that he is the ahami sarva yajnanam bhokta cha prabhurevacha. That he is the enjoyer and the master of all the yajnas. Now this point has been stressed over here, has been stated over here, has also been stated earlier. So the understanding of that position. In the previous verse, Krishna stated that even the devatas don't know him, even the maharshis don't know him. But in this verse he states, if you come to know me, if you understand my position, what will happen? Yomam ajamanadim cha vettilok maheshwaram. Such a asammudha. Such a person will become free from delusion. So normally both the Maharishis and the Devatas are considered to be higher than the Martyas. But the Martyas, asammudha samartyeshu sarvapapai pramuchyate. Those who are destined for death, even they will become free from all sins by understanding his supreme position. In this way, Krishna is very fundamentally stressing the point that by becoming devoted to him, we all can become liberated from material existence, and that he will stress further when you come to 10.7. But he says, just by understanding his position, we can become free from sins. Namam karmani limpanti name karma phale spruha iti mam yo bijanati karmabhir nasabadhyate. Krishna has talked about this in the 4th chapter also, when he speaks that those who understand that he is beyond karma, that he is not bound by karma, such people become free from the bondage of karma. Namam karmani limpan. In 4.14 he stated that those who understand that he doesn't desire the fruits of work, he's not attached, he's not affected by any work. Those people themselves will not be affected by work. Similarly, those who understand that he is transcendental, he is the Lord of everything, they will become free from sins. Sarva papai pramuchyate. Thank you.